Hello world, I'm Chris Perillo, and I was a child of the 80s, which means many things. One, I am very old. In fact, in YouTube years, I am decrepit. I'm so old that I remember learning that word when I was younger, decrepit. I can even spell it without using a spell checker. That's how old I grew up without spell checkers. So every once in a while, I remember something I had when I was a kid that I no longer have, and I want that thing badly. I just need it, and I just researched to see if it's worth anything. And I did some research on some stuff that I had when I was a kid that I remember very fondly, and I found it at a decent price. I found them, should I say? Back in the day, used to love fast food before I knew it wasn't food. And now I avoid it like the plague. That's how I lost 30 pounds, by the way, or part of how I lost 30 pounds. I'll do that topic another day. These are LEGO sets, polybags. My first polybags, they're not ones I kept from my childhood. Of course, as a kid, I ripped into them. Let's see here. These were from the year 80-something. Hang on. Let's see if I can find it. I thought I saw the year on here, but I guess not. I thought I had the year. 80-something. Oh, there we go. 1986. And McDonald's, at that point, I don't know if they still have them, Happy Meals. It shows you how long I've been out of the game. But you would be able to get a Happy Meal, and you got this toy. And it would be this little set. And then you could put it together in a variety of ways, or, your own way. You had A, then you had B, C, and D. And I don't remember ever having D. I think we only got 3 out of the 4. I barely remember. But the funny thing was, I texted my brothers and asked them if they remember these. I took a picture. I said, do you remember these specifically? And they said, yeah, where'd you get them? So I found I got all 4 of these for like $10 with shipping and handling included. $10! And these polybags are, I would consider great condition, all things considered. These were, by far, that I can remember, my first polybags, LEGO sets. And I don't think I have the bricks anymore, but I wanted to get them again. So these polybags are going to remain in the bag, or these, I guess not in the bag, they're going to remain intact. I love nostalgia. I love retro. I love this. I do. I love this stuff. I adore this stuff. Were you a child of the 80s? What things do you remember? Because, what's going to happen is someone's going to leave a comment, and then I'm going to go searching for it, and then I may even get it. I'm this close to getting the Fisher-Price, Sesame Street, Little People characters. I think it was Fisher-Price, wasn't it? For Jedi, because I had them, little figures. I remember the classic, like the old school Weebles. They wobble, but they don't fall down. I love those things. I don't know why. Figures. I was always a fan of figures. And LEGO as well. Not Legos. LEGO Polybags. LEGO. So you may be able to find these as well. Just search for like LEGO Happy Meal toys. And when you do, you may discover other things. Like what I'm about to show you. Because I got some stuff that I didn't even know existed until I went searching. And I'm like, oh, I have to have them. Because again, these were at a great price. I got everything you're about to see for $20. So we're talking about vintage LEGO Polybags. Vintage LEGO Polybags, specifically from McDonald's. These are going to be out of order, but I have 8... Well, actually, should I try to put them in order? Okay, I will. I didn't know that these existed. So McDonald's apparently did an 8-part series back in this... I think this was the 90s. Yeah, 1999. So these Polybags came out, and each one of the 8 had a different McDonald's character. I don't know what kind of design stages they were going through, but I got full polybags of all 8. There's set number 1 with Ronald McDonald printed on a brick, and 2, and I believe I don't know that character. Who is that character? Can anybody tell me who that character was? I really genuinely do not know that character. This is sounding like a big advertisement for McDonald's and LEGO. It's more LEGO. It's the fact that McDonald's existed. Number 3, Birdie. I remember the first time I saw Birdie in a commercial. That's the way we used to learn about things. We didn't have the internet back in my day. We had cartoons in the afternoons and Saturday morning cartoons too. Number 4, it's a chicken. I don't know if I ever remember a chicken. I remember Captain Crook. That's how. And Mayor McCheese. And the, who was the other guy? Mayor McCheese. Yeah, he's the one they got rid of, right? And then there's another one with the burger bun. But I can't remember. Grimace. I know Grimace. He used to love his shakes. I do remember that. And, wait, hang on. Was I taking that in order? That was 5, so I need 6. There we go. 6, Fry Guy. One of the Fry Guys, right there. Classic. Did you even know these things existed? I found them all for $20, and they're absolutely worth like 10 times that amount to me already. Number 7, Hamburglar. I know him. He went through a redesign recently, I heard. Everyone was upset, but I'm like, eh. And then, last but not least, we have a Fry Girl. Number 8. 8 in the series. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I mean, that's vintage LEGO Polybag Sets that I now have. That, God willing, will remain in the polybags. I'm a little worried now that Jedi can walk. I may have to put them up, because I'm afraid I'm going to come home and they're just going to be torn into, and I'm like, you know, you don't play with Daddy's toys. Daddy is not happy. I will be choking back the tears at that stage. I'm going to move on. Not with life, necessarily. I have a problem with letting go of the past. Some people have an even bigger problem than I do. Yeah, that's right. The early bird, I think, was when McDonald's was doing breakfast. Before, it was like all day. Now it's not a big deal. Apparently, it is a big deal. I don't know. Fast food and me. So, I'm going to move on, answer some questions from the community. We have a few stacked up today. And then, I'm going to be talking about today's geeky news and tech news, things that I really think are worth covering. And you can hear all of TLDR, by the way, if you head over to chrisperillo.com and you become a patron right now. Today's free podcast highlight was brought to you by all of my active patrons from chrisperillo.com. If you want access to the full TLDR episodes, both audio, video, past, present, and future, which can be up to an hour long or longer, with even more tech insight from me every weekday, plus other bonus content without ads, and support me at the same time, you can sign up to become one of my supernomies too. This is just a brief taste of what I'm producing for you daily. Again, get more through chrisperillo.com.